I think we can all agree that 2020 was an unprecedented year of stress, anxiety, depression, sadness, isolation. We've all been through it. And can I just say that I went through it as well. I went through this stage when lockdown first happened, where one of my big events in Dallas was canceled. I had hundreds of people coming in to see me, and after that event was canceled, I spiraled just like a lot of you guys did. But I recognized it, and I was able to pull myself back up and get myself back on track. But maybe that didn't happen to you. Maybe you really went off the rails and you gained the quarantine 15. I get it. Look, let's just let go of the shame of all this. Let's not dwell on the fact that it happened. Let's not just stay camped out on the guilt of this whole thing. Look, you gain your weight. I get it. I'm sorry that it happened to you. But now what do we do? How do you still stay motivated? How do you get through this? How do we get the weight back off? What does your new normal look like? A lot of us have a brand new normal. If you have kids, you might have sent them back to school, or you might be homeschooling them at home now. I don't know. It's all different for everybody. And perhaps you worked at a brick and mortar building and now you're working from home. In addition to homeschooling kids, in addition to so many different changes in your life, I get that. But the bottom line is we've got to find our new normal, and we have to establish routines. It's time to get our routines going again. Routine for bedtime. Routine for wake up time. It doesn't matter if your kids are homeschooling at home, they've got to have a routine that they adhere to, and so do you. Having a routine and sticking to your routine is going to establish normalcy. Even though it's not the normal that we're used to seeing, it's going to establish the normalcy as far as what we're now, our new normal. You've heard me say it many times before, but we have to find out what your why is. Maybe you haven't thought about your why in a long time. Maybe you've been putting yourself last and you've just made sure that you were taking care of everybody else. I mean, typical parent, right? Taking care of everybody else, putting yourself last. Well, those times are over. It's time to revisit your why. Maybe you have a new why. I don't know what's going on with you. Maybe you don't even know what's going on with you, but you got to get a pen and a paper out and write down, why do I want to do this? Why do I want to get my health back under control? Why do I want to get this weight back off? We have to identify this so that you can write it down, put it on a piece of paper, put it on either your bathroom mirror or your refrigerator door or your car dashboard, places that you visit often, so that you can see and be reminded of why you're doing this. When someone hands you a fun-sized Snickers bar, you can see your why right there on that sticky note, and you say, you know what? No way. It's a new day, and I'm on a new path. Dealing with your quarantine 15, dealing with your weight gain, you have to have accountability. A lot of people are isolated and you haven't seen your family, you haven't hung out with your friends, you haven't gone and done the things that you normally do. And being isolated in one location, there's no accountability. I mean, why would you get up and get dressed? Why would you do your hair and makeup? Why would you put on a nice outfit? There's nobody to see, there's nothing to go and do. Well, that's a dangerous trap that can just breed more weight gain. So you have to have accountability. In my Code Red coaching programs, you have to turn in your weight to me every Friday, and you have to lose at least 1% of your body weight every week. That's just how the program works. We're gonna hold your feet to the fire, and that might be what you need. You need someone that's gonna make you show up and lose that weight. Accountability. You gotta get on that scale. You gotta make sure that you are being held accountable to something or someone that you respect, maybe someone that you fear a little bit, and someone who's going to expect more of you. On the Code Red Lifestyle, we have a community built in place just for you. And now more than ever, you need this. You need your community of rebels to come around you, love you, link arms with you, and hold you up through this process of losing that weight gain. None of us have ever been through anything like this before. I get that. You haven't been through it. I haven't been through it. We're all dealing with our own things. But understand that this is going to pass, and understand that you're going to get through this. But you've got to take control again. You can't just sit around and continue to gain the weight and act like it ain't happening. You can't stick your head in the sand. It's time to rise up and expect more of yourself. It's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet and say, I've had enough, and I want to get this weight off, and I want to feel good. It's time for you to take a stand. It's time for you to be bold and be brave and start living a more braver life. It's easy to hide when you're in quarantine. It's easy because you feel invisible, because you're not seeing anybody and you've lost touch with those relationships that you love so much. But it doesn't have to be this way. And the bottom line is it can't be this way for you. You've got to stand up and you've got to face the fact. You've got to get on that scale. You have to see what that number is now. And we've got to do something about it. The good news is the Code Red lifestyle, we know what we're doing. I got this. This is what I do. This is my jam. I need you to reach your hand out, take my hand and say, Christy, I'm broken. I'm at rock bottom. I've gained my weight. I need help. I don't know what to do. I'll take it from there. Okay? If you just trust me and you show up, I'll take it from here and I will help you get this weight off once and for all. On the 10-pound takedown challenge, that's what we do. We help you lose at least 10 pounds in 30 days without shakes, pills, diet foods, and yeah, without exercise. So join our next challenge. We have them every month, and this is the perfect first step for you, or the next step for either the first, the middle, or the last 10 pounds. This is a great starting point for you. So join our next challenge. We'd love to have you. Click the link below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That way you're notified when I release a new video. I want to hear from you. What are you doing to combat the quarantine 15? What measures are you taking to take back control of your life? I would love to hear from you. Comment below. I'll see you in the next video.